Dear friends, welcome to all of you. In the series of videos on quadratic equation, we have already seen 4 videos on solving the quadratic equation by the method of completing the squares. Now you understood what is a square and what is incomplete square and how do we complete that square. In the last video, we have derived the formula also. Today, I will explain the mechanical process of solving that problem. This is the beauty of algebra. First, we have seen what is the relation between the numbers, algebraic expressions, quadratic equations, and the geometrical shapes such as triangles, rectangles, and the interrelation between them. Then, what is a standard quadratic equation? What is the sum of the roots? What is the product of the roots, and how this is related with the squares, rectangles, and how this is forming an incomplete square and how we are completing the square. With that technique, we are solving the quadratic equation and finding the roots. Now, in each and every case, it is difficult to visualize the geometrical shapes and then solve it. That is why here comes algebra to our rescue. So if you remember the algebraic equations and the mathematical rules, then it becomes easy to solve any quadratic equation. Today I am going to explain the process of mechanical way of solving the quadratic equation. So this is the quadratic equation we have taken. So what is the first step we do? Make the coefficient of x square term as plus 1. Here the x square term is 2. Sometimes the quadratic equation given may have only x square. There may not be any coefficient. Simply the quadratic equation may start with x square. Then in that case, the first step already is done. Now here the coefficient of x square is 2. So we have to make this coefficient of x square as 1 plus 1. So we will divide the whole equation by 2. So this becomes 2x square by 2 minus 7x by 2 plus 3 by 2 is equal to 0 by 2. Now here 2 and 2 gets cancelled. The first term becomes x square whose coefficient is only plus 1. Nothing is there, we treat this as plus. So the coefficient of x square is 1 only. This is 1x square. Then the second term is minus 7x by 2. And the third term is 3 by 2. 0 by anything is 0. Now what is the second step? Transfer the constant term to right hand side. Right hand side. RHS means right hand side. LHS means left hand side. What is this right hand side, left hand side? Right hand side of the equality symbol. Left hand side of the equality symbol. Now we are transferring this constant to right hand side. Then this becomes x square minus 7x by 2 is equal to minus 3 by 2. Here we have plus 3 by 2. When you transfer to that side, it becomes minus 3 by 2. Now we have only 2 terms. Now we will find out the third term which is to be added on both sides in order to complete the square. Now what is the third term? How it is to be calculated? You look at the step 3. The third term is calculated as middle term whole square by 4 times the first term. What is the middle term here? Minus 7x by 2. And what is the first term? X square. So the formula is T3, third term. What is to be added is middle term whole square by 4 into first term. So T3 we will calculate, that is minus 7 by 2x whole square by 4 times the first term. First term is x square. 4 times the first term. To make it convenient without any confusion, I will write this as minus 7 by 2x whole square, that is numerator, and this denominator I will write this as 1 by 4 into x square. This 4x square I am writing as 1 by 4x square. Minus 7 by 2x whole square divided by this is same as this term into 1 by 4x square. Now here I will write this square both for numerator denominator. When it is minus whole square it becomes plus. 7 square is 49 x square by 2 square is 4 into 1 by 4 x square. Now this x square gets cancelled. So 4 into 4 16. So this becomes 49 by 16. So we have to add to this. We have only 2 terms here. The third term to be added is 49 by 16. So the next step is add T3 on both sides. So we are adding this 49 by 16 on both sides. So this becomes x square minus 7x by 2 plus 49 by 16 is equal to minus 3 by 2 plus 49 by 16. Now this 49 by 16 is nothing but 7 by, so now we can write this as x square minus 2 times 7 by 4. You remember the 2 rectangular pieces, so middle term should be 2ab. So 7 by 2 can be written as 2 into 7 by 4 of x plus 49 by 16 is 7 by 4 whole square. Now here the denominator is 16. So this denominator is 2. We have to make this 2 also 16. So we will multiply both numerator denominator with 8. So 3 8s are 24 minus 24 by 16 plus 49 by 16. Now this is in the form of a square minus 2ab plus b square, which can be written as x minus 7 by 4 whole square, a minus b whole square is equal to 49 minus 24 is 25 by 16. Now this is by adding this 49 by 16, which is 7 by 4 whole square on both sides, this incomplete square we have completed it. Now by taking this square a minus b whole square, we will solve this. If you take next step, you see, take square root on both sides. If you take square root on both sides, this becomes x minus 7 by 4 is equal to plus or minus 5 by 4. Because square root of 25 is 5, square root of 16 is 4, plus or minus we have to keep, because it may be plus or it may be minus. Now this gives 2 roots. This implies x minus 7 by 4 is equal to 5 by 4 plus, or x minus 7 by 4 is equal to minus 5 by 4. So this plus or minus, once plus we have taken, once minus we have taken. Now when you transfer this 7 by 4 this side, so x is equal to 5 by 4. When this minus 7 by 4 goes that side, becomes plus 7 by 4. 5 plus 7 is 12. 12 by 4, which is equal to 3. So x is equal to 3 is one root. Now when you come to this, when you transfer this minus 7 for this side, this becomes x is equal to plus 7 by 4, this minus 7 by 4 when you take that side becomes plus 7 by 4, minus 5 by 4 already is there. So, common denominator 7 minus 5 is 2. So, this is equal to 2 by 4 which is equal to 1 by 2. So, this is the second root. So, this quadratic equation we have two roots, one is 3, the other is 1 by 2. X is equal to 1 by 2 is one root, the other root is 3. So, once again I will sum up. Whenever you take a quadratic equation and if you want to solve it by completing the squares method, the mechanical process involved in that is, first step, make the coefficient of x square as 1. If it is not 1, this is 2. So, to make it 1, we are dividing it by 2 throughout the equation. So, this became 1x square. Then transfer the constant to right hand side, plus 3 by 2. When you take it to right hand side, it becomes minus 3 by 2. Sometimes it may be minus, when you take that side it will become plus. Then calculate what is the term to be added. That is, we call it as the third term. Why we are calling it as third term? Because after transferring the constant to the right hand side, we have only two terms. This is T1 and T2. Now, third term we are calculating what is to be added. So, to calculate the third term, second term whole square plus 4 into first term. Here second term is minus 7x by 2, minus 7 by 2x whole square by 4 into x square, which is the first term. So, after simplification we obtained this as 49 by 16, which can be written as 7 by 4 whole square. So, for these two, for this expression, for this equation, we have to add 7 by 4 whole square on both sides. So, this side it has become x square minus 2 into 7 by 4 x plus 7 by 4 whole square, and this side is this. On simplification, we have got this 25 by 16. Now, we are taking square root on both sides. If you take square root on both sides, x minus 7 by 4 is plus or minus 5 by 4. With plus, you get 1 root. With minus, you get 1 root. So, make the left hand side a perfect square. After making this, this is the perfect square. Then, take the square root. Then, write the roots. So, you take some more examples and practice like this. In the next subsequent videos, I will show these quadratic equations and their graphical representation. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you very much.